Hi everyone, this video is an introduction to Module 7. You should be working on the assignments in this module. It's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to go over it. The last two modules for this class are focused a little bit more on revision and kind of final thoughts and that kind of thing. In Module 8, you'll be working on a journal assignment as well. This is just a little bit different, just to give you a different style of writing. So I'll do another video to introduce you to that module. So Module 7 is all about revision. So you'll notice that we haven't done any peer editing all semester, and that is because in Module 7, that's what we're going to do. So we kind of concentrate on revising something that you have already written. The idea is that nothing that you write is ever fully complete. You can always improve on it, particularly when it comes to writing. So I'm going to walk you through this. It's really important that you watch this video from the beginning to the end, because all of this stuff is kind of complicated. Students sometimes have a big problem with it. So first thing you're going to do is the editing quiz, and it's just a little quiz to see how well you can edit, so grammar type stuff. You're also going to be using the Writing Center. It is a requirement to use the Writing Center for this assignment. The information is right here. Make sure that you send your paper in by next Wednesday. This is their deadline, not mine. They need 48 business hours to respond to you. You are using a paper that you have already written. So that means that you should have no problem just sending it in as it is. There's no excuse to not send it in right now. So that's really important. You're not having to make any changes. Papers that you can choose for this assignment. So the whole assignment that you're doing is called the essay revision assignment. There's multiple steps to it, which is why it's complicated. So the assignment that you choose, you can either do your narrative essay, your cause and effect essay, or your comparison essay. The only one I haven't left comments on is your comparison essay. Some of you have it graded, some of you don't. If you decide to choose your comparison essay for this assignment, please send me an email, and that way I will grade yours first so that you have those comments. Otherwise, it may be next week sometime before you get that grade back. So just keep that in mind. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to post on the discussion board, and you're going to send it to the Writing Center. So to send it to the Writing Center, you click on the link. This is the file, or this is the form, and that's what it looks like. Make sure you put your name in there and your email address that you want them to send it back to. So they will respond to your email with your file with comments visible. There's some other things you can fill out. The more information you give about the assignment, the better the response will be. So it gives them a chance to look for specific things that you might have had trouble with. When you get their email back, you will have to download the file out of your email in order to view their comments. And that's really important. Some students, they'll open it up and it'll open up in Word Online, and the comments are not visible because that tool in Word is not available in Word Online. So make sure you download it out of your email. You will save the file. So save the file with their comments in it, and then you will go back to Blackboard and you will upload it to this assignment. So you'll, just like you would a regular assignment file, you would browse and upload it. Really important that you follow those steps, because if you don't, you're going to end up with something that does not have their comments on it, which means you won't get any points for it. I have to be able to see their comments in order to give you credit. In knowing that you actually sent it to the Writing Center. After that, you will use those comments to work on the essay revision assignment. So the essay revision assignment has 4 parts to it. You have comments from the Writing Center, you have comments from your peers, and that's on the peer review discussion board. The peer review discussion board is where you will post your essay. Again, you can post that right now. You don't need to wait because you already have the essay written. You might as well get it up there and get some response earlier. And then you will go back in, once you see that others have posted, you will go back in and respond to them. The minimum requirement for your peer response is 5 specific comments. And the reason is because on the essay revision assignment, you have to have 5 specific comments to make changes for. So these are 5 specific things that you see your peers need to work on in an essay. So it might be a sentence. You can copy and paste a sentence and say, There's a spelling error, there's a comma error. So you're looking for really specific things. You're missing a thesis, you're missing a topic sentence for this paragraph, you're missing, a citation for this quotation, whatever. All of those things will be can be looked at, but they need to be specific, because when you do the essay revision assignment, you want to make sure that you have those two lists. So the essay revision assignment is to take this worksheet, and you can read all the directions here, but you scroll down. This worksheet is what you're being graded on. This worksheet is a Word file, and you're going to open that up and you're going to save it on your computer, and you're going to choose one of your essays and you're going to type in all this information. So you're going to go onto the peer edit discussion board. You're going to type in your peer's comment, the text from the essay that it refers to, the explanation of what needs to be changed, and then the change that you made. So if your peer commented something like, I don't see a works cited entry for this source, then the text there would be no text for that, because it doesn't exist. And then your explanation would be, I forgot to put this on my works cited page, and then the change would be to make that citation. Now, this is the worksheet that you're doing. You do not have to make those changes to your essay. You can if you want to, but you are graded on the worksheet, not on the revised version of your essay. So you don't actually have to revise your essay. You fill out the worksheet instead. So you'll have 5 comments from peers. If you're lucky, you'll get more than one peer edit, and so you have some to choose from. If you don't get any peer edits because you waited too long to post your essay, or your peers just didn't give you specific feedback, you will need to fill in those comments from the instructor comments or from the Writing Center comments. You are graded on how many comments you post, which is 20 total. So 20 changes that you would make to this essay. You'll have to fill in from other areas if you don't get them in that area. So same thing with the Writing Center. Usually you'll get at least 5 from the Writing Center. Sometimes, though, if your essay doesn't have a lot of errors, then you may not get as many. You will definitely get 5 instructor comments, though, so you'll use those. Instructor comments you can view. You have to go in and look on the actual file. I have left inline comments, not just on the rubric. The rubric's just general comments. In the file itself, so on the screen, when you see the text of your essay, you'll see little comment bubbles, and that's where I give you the specific feedback of things to change. And that's much easier than trying to use those kind of broad rubric comments to make changes. And then you'll do 5 self-review. So this is probably the easiest part, because it's just stuff you're looking at, and it could be an actual error that you see. It could also just be, I didn't like this word, I didn't like it the first time I wrote it, so now I want to change it. So it could be anything that you see that you want to change. So that is the assignment that you're working on. The thing that you submit here is actually that file. So you'll download the file, you'll type in it, and you'll save it with your name, and then you'll upload it here to this assignment. This is what you're graded on. This is a 100-point assignment, so it's really important that you get all of those comments done, and then that you get those uploaded in that file. So this is, again, the explanation here. Peer, Writing Center, instructor, self-review, all of those go together. There's a sample here of what it's supposed to look like. Do not use this file for your revision assignment because it's corrupted. It's got some weird things going on with it. So if you actually type yours over the top of the sample, it will corrupt your file and it will look weird when I look at it. So make sure that you're using the one that's attached to the assignment. So that is, it's like I said, it's kind of complicated. You get started right away because you got a lot of different things to look for in order to put those into the worksheet, but the worksheet's what you're being graded on. So if you have questions, let me know. Like I said, email me if you want to use your comparison essay so I can get you comments right away. Otherwise, I hope you have a really good weekend. And if you're confused by anything, if you're struggling with anything, send me an email. We have less than 4 weeks of the semester, so I really want to help you get or maintain the grade that you want in a class. So have a great weekend, and I will see you later.